Your grow weather starting out this week, of course, with the drought monitor. Not much change. About 75% of Nebraska is still drought free. And then there is that 25% that stretches from the Sandhills, southwest, south central Nebraska, part of the Tri-City area where conditions are abnormally dry. A little different story in Kansas. About 88% of the state abnormally dry. There's still some moderate and severe conditions in the west and southwest part of the state. And 11% of Kansas, kind of that northeast corner, is still in the drought-free category. So that is at least somewhat good there. And as we look at the month ahead, as far as temperatures are concerned, equal chances for temperatures to be seasonal for this time of year for both Nebraska and Kansas. Of course, shows above normal temperatures, basically the western third of the country, below normal temperatures through the northern plains and also the Great Lakes and part of the New England states. As far as 3 months out are concerned, temperature-wise, again, equal chances for Nebraska and Kansas to be normal. The western, roughly almost half of the country above normal, below normal temperatures in the deep south. Then as we look at precipitation chances, equal for Nebraska, Kansas, an area out in the Pacific Northwest, below above normal precip in the southeast, and some of the south and southwest part of the country. And then that 3-month outlook, it would appear that the panhandle, southwest Kansas, will see precipitation a little bit above normal, and then below in the northwest, above in the southeast part of the country. Well, the week ahead, here's your forecast. We expect temperatures to be in the 50s tomorrow, some 60s in western Nebraska. Then we see a run of 60s, 65 Tuesday, nearly 70 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, and probably some 70s will be found in other parts of the region on those days. A little bit cooler than on Friday with a high of 58, but well above seasonal levels for this time of year. And that's what we see. Normal highs for the week ahead should be around 47, lows around 25, but our average will actually be about 63 as far as highs, and lows will average around 36. Well, the proverb for this week: March will search, April will try, May will tell you whether you live or die. March wet and windy makes the barn full and findy. March and warm will do the farmer much harm. Well, kind of an interesting one there. Another proverb. And that is your Grow Report for this week. As always, you sent some pictures. Here they are.
We love seeing your pictures from the farm or ranch. Email us grow@nebraska.tv or post to us on Facebook and Twitter. And get a better handle on those grain markets, here's more.
As far as your markets here, we're going to join Jeff Peterson from Heartland Farm Partners, and there's trucker strikes going on in Brazil, right? How is that impacting markets or anything here? What's the deal there?
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about that, Marilyn, and when it first started out, the news was all over it, you know, and it was a pretty big deal at the time. You ended up having probably about 104 at the peak, 104 different major roads blocked, covering about 11 states. But now where we're sitting today, it's actually settled down. There's only about 7 major roads blocked across about 2 states. So it did get a lot of attention, but right now it is dying down. During the time in which the talk when the market was about the strike, the market did go up about 50 cents. I don't think it was necessarily all attributed to that, but it did have an impact.
Interesting. It's how those little consequences that can happen from around the world.
Definitely.
So let's talk about soybean, corn outlook here in the next few weeks. What are you seeing here?
You know, it's that time of year. We're getting in. We're starting to see some of the weather start to warm up. It looks like Tim's got a great
He
forecast for us.
does. We're rooting for it.
Exactly. But there's going to be a lot of attention and a lot of reports coming out from USDA. Next week, they come out with their monthly supply and demand numbers. We don't expect any major changes there, but that always can be an area of surprise. And then at the end of the month, on the 31st, we'd actually have the planted acreage report and also the stocks report. We don't think there'll be any surprises from the stocks. Planted acreage, there's a lot of talk out there. Should I plant corn? Should I plant soybeans? I think a lot of the farmers are undecided yet, and we think there's going to be some changes there even as we get closer to that report.
Talking about profitability a little bit here, especially in corn and soybeans.
Yeah, you know, we spend a lot of time this time of year sitting down with farmers and talking to them about their profitability. What it looks like to us on the corn side with the prices we're at today, corn's a little more profitable than soybeans. I really encourage the guys right now, the farmers, as they have time to look at those numbers very close, dig into them, because what we're finding in many cases, they might be better off planting a few acres of corn.
Really? Okay. Well, check it out if you have any other questions. Heartland Farm Partners, just the guy to talk to.
Wearable technology to track your fitness. It's all the rage these days, things like the Fitbit. But there are more cattle than people in this world. Some businessmen see opportunities. We'll explain coming up.